Alright, so it's been a couple weeks. I had to go to the Palace and do the 60,000 mile service check on the bed no breakfast. I cut some plates, as you see in the last video, I believe. And then I had to go down to my folks' place. It was my father's 82nd birthday. So now I'm back and I'm going to tackle that B-nut leak. And hopefully it's just something simple. I'm hoping maybe there's just a piece of dirt or something in the back of that B-nut, because basically if it's a B-nut problem, that means I have to pull the line out and I have to take it to the hose place, and the hose place is 70 miles away, and it's Friday. It's already 10 o'clock. There's no way I'm going to make it there in time, and I don't even know if they're open on the weekend. So that is going to put a punch in the chin that I'm not going to like. So I'm hoping that it's easy. It's hot. It's been hot all week. I pretty much got beat up yesterday at the plantation. Had an engine problem and had to open the cowls, and it's 120 on the ramp, right? And the engine's probably 1,000 degrees inside. And I was just baked. 3 hours, 4 hours, beating around outside. But we did find an O-ring that was bad, and so we replaced that and sent it on its merry way. But yeah, I was baked. Well, I think I was close to heat stroke. That's how hot it was, and how stupid I am for standing out there that long working. But either way, is what it is. Got to pay the bills, right? Got to pay the bills. Oh, speaking of bills, the post office has told me that the mailbox up by the property is in the incorrect place, and they want me to put it down by the road. So the carrier is going to mark the ground out there by the road where she wants me to put the mailbox. I asked her to give me a call, let me know when she's going to be out here so I can meet her down there. But this area, there's no cell phone service, and she didn't call me yet. It's about, 11 o'clock, I think. What time is it? Yeah, it's about 11 o'clock, and she didn't call me yet, so I was down there at 9. So I'm thinking that's not going to work. I'll just have to go down there and look for the mark, whatever the mark is, the mark of the beast, right? So anyway, it's nice and breezy, but it's still hot. Thankfully, the sun is still on the other side, so I'm not going to get baked too badly. I did order the crow's foot set, and the guy said it was a 42-piece set minus the 3/8 crow's foot, making it a 41-piece set. And I got the box, I opened it up, and I laid them all out, and the 1.5 inches missing. I was pretty dumbfounded, pissed off, because that's the size I need for that B-nut. And so I went and I looked at the listing, and sure enough, the listing didn't show that 1.5. You would think a complete set would include the 1.5. So I had to buy the 1.5 separately. And then we had that CrowdStrike a delay or problem, software issue, right? And from Pennsylvania, that crow's foot went all the way to Portland, Oregon, and hung around in Portland, Oregon for a couple extra days before they figured out where it had to really go. So I got it though, so I'm all set up now to beat my head against the wall. Alright, without further ado, I gotta empty the back of the bed no breakfast out so I can get to my lingerie and the rest of the tools. Alright, tag along, see if I can have some fun. Alright, I'm all suited up and I'm gonna go in. So in order to relieve the garbage bag effect, I cut the booties off the bottom and I made them crotchless. Go ahead and make fun of me. I'm walking around crotchless lingerie. I don't care. As long as I'm aerated. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get this done. I got the pan. Put the pan down there. Catch what I can catch. At this point, I'm really not too concerned, but I'm trying my best to maintain a good composure. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get this set up. Jesus. Why so hard? I'm loving it. Oh, I fell. Let's take a look at this end here. See what's going on. Okay. Oh. I don't know. I could see a little ridge in that flare, right? But I don't see any chunks missing out of it. Maybe I get lucky. I could Scotch Brite it. But yeah, I don't see anything except for the fact that there's a little ridge on that flare. Let's see. Look that way. Let's see. Can you see that little shiny ridge? All right. Let me put the camera down here and get to work. Dry this. Oh my. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Never fails. Just never fails. What I need is a 1.5 inch socket is what I need. Shouldn't be that tight. I mean, these things shouldn't be that tight. I just put them on. Alright. fine. It didn't come loose. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, it did come. Okay. I'm getting frustrated. Truly frustrated over the whole situation here. Come on. Okay, no, I know I put that cap on hand tight, right? Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Where's the extension on that? Okay, I got another wrench. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I got a little nick, right, on that. It's sticking up, but let me see. So, better look here. Okay, so you can see that has been filed a little bit. But that's on the inside. See, that's not on the outside of the flare. So that shouldn't cause it to leak. All right, I'm gonna polish that up with some Scotch-Brite. Maybe it's dinged a little bit. Alright, you can see the ring where it's contacting the flare. Alright, I'm going to polish that up with some Scotch-Brite. Polish up the hose with some Scotch-Brite. Flared fitting on the hose with some Scotch-Brite. See if I can get that little ridge out. If not, I guess I'm going to have to go and purchase a new union. Wonder how much that's going to cost. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, it's got like 2 spots on there. One there, and then that one there that are dinged. Anyway, all right. Let me see if I can get this done. Maybe I'll get lucky. So, polished it with a little 320 crocus cloth to the best that I think I can do. There weren't any burrs on there. There was a little burr on that. So I knocked that down. That's flush now. That's nice and smooth now. So now I just got to make sure it's clean, because I don't want any of the filings in the accumulator or the hydraulic pump. I mean, it should go. I'm hoping that from there it goes back into the tank, not directly into the pump, but it looks pretty clean. And that looks pretty clean. I don't feel any grit, so I'm gonna call it good. Put it back in, and then we'll clean the line up and see if that'll solve the problem. Alright, so in order to get that and not have any filings fall in there. I'm gonna stuff this rag in there and pray that I can pull it back out when I'm done. Alright. Now this crocus cloth. What do I do with the crocus cloth? The wind. Did the wind? Yeah, the wind took it. So as soon as I put on a new pair of gloves and start doing the work, the GoPro battery goes dead. And of course, you ever try to put on gloves when your hands are extremely sweaty? It takes some patience. And I'm losing patience because it's getting hot, even though it's windy and breezy. It's getting hot. All right, let me. It might be leaking from the top and running to the bottom because that's the way gravity works. Oh, nah. Good thing I have my hands on that, didn't drop it in the dirt. So what I need is more dirt. Alright, so I think that is pretty good. I don't see that ridge anymore, or the ring of where it's contacting the beam of the union. I get some I'm feeling right there. Right there, there's a little binding on the back of the B-nut. Wonder what that could be. Unfortunately, I can't get. Right, unfortunately, they left this fitting too short, right? So I can't push it back to look at the back of the flare. But I can feel a little. Right there, right there. Let me get a can of brake cleaner and see if maybe there's something back behind there and see if we can flush it out. feel it anymore. Neighbor, I think. I think that's my neighbor. I think what he's doing is he's chasing his water line, because his drinking water or whatever, his water comes from that spring on the end of my property. They have a vault up there, and they run a 2-inch line all the way down to their house. And at the I believe at the 1.5 mile mark, where it makes like the 90-degree turn to come this direction, it comes up out of the ground. And I notice as I drive by, I see there's a lot of clamp repairs on the line. And then I noticed that the donkeys and the horses are biting the PVC line and stomping on the PVC line and busting it open on them so they could drink. Instead of going all the way to the spring, they just break the line. So this is like the 4th time that I've seen his line broken open, and the donkeys and the horses standing over there drinking. So what he's doing is he's going up there to fix it, because I'm sure he turned the water faucet on and he's got the water. That's fighting the forces of nature for survival. Alright, I have a feeling that is as clean and as polished as I'm going to be able to get it. Going to give it a little brake cleaner wipe down to make